Hey guys, it's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker, and today I'm going over how to plan your loads for the week when you are on JB Hunt Power Only. Now, this may help you guys a lot, especially if you're trying to learn how to dispatch trucks and things like that. To when I say create a circle, so that when you're going out, you will know, when that driver is coming home, exactly what their revenue is going to be. One of my things that I like to do when I'm planning my routes is that I want to know what the revenue is going to be. I don't like planning routes a day ahead of time, or I like to get it out the way for the whole week. Okay, so if you are not familiar with JB Hunt Power Only Load Board, this is a private load board. It is not the 360 load board, okay, that some people are mistaken it as. And we have our own separate load board that they do 80-20 split, okay? That means that they take out 20% of your gross revenue. But you don't have to have a trailer. You can use their trailer. The thing that I like about JB Hunt, y'all already know, is that they got multiple dropping hooks. And also you're able to plan your loads in advance. Okay. You can pick them throughout the whole week. And let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so you can know as well. When you're planning out, for example, I'm gonna be leaving out on tomorrow, right? Picking up that trailer, everything ready. Make sure that you have a trailer in advance so that you're not running around at the last minute looking for a trailer. Get that trailer ahead of time. If you've been on the Power Only for a while, you know where locations are where you can pick up an empty trailer, okay? So you'll get that, early, a day ahead or whatever the case may be, so you're not running around at the last minute looking for a trailer and miss your appointment time, right? Okay, so this is what I plan. My phone keep going on. Okay, this is what I plan for my week, okay? So leaving out tomorrow, I'm gonna pick up a load over in Conyers, Georgia. I'm gonna take that over to Texas, which is 732 miles, okay? This is the line haul rate and the fuel surcharge. It weighs 28,000 pounds. So it will give me a gross total all in of 2312, okay? And this will give me 2312, 316, $3.16 a mile. Okay, so I have till the 2nd. And see, this is what I mean by it has dropping hook. If you see anything like this, it means that it's an all day. You could drop it. Sometimes you could drop it a day early. Okay, so you can get it there going to Texas. You can do the 700 in one day because Texas, the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. I wouldn't suggest that you drive 75 miles an hour, but you could possibly get it there overnight, right? At least on the 1st. So if you could drive all day after you pick up your load, you could deliver this on the 1st at night, but there's no rush on it. The next load picks up right there in Roanoke, Texas. And if you know anything about Texas, Mount Vernon and Roanoke is only 39 miles away. Okay, so you want to make sure when you're planning loads that you keep the deadhead down, because we don't get paid by the mile. For every mile, we get paid by the load. Okay, so it's very important that you have to also count your empty miles in your traveling as well. You want to keep that deadhead low. Okay, so don't send drivers into areas where you can't get a load out of. Texas has a lot of loads. Okay, so it will be easy to get a load out of Texas. Okay, and Texas also has a lot of loads inside of Texas. Like you can run from Dallas down to San Antonio, or over there to over by Beaumont, Austin, all those places in in Texas. They have a lot of loads. So you could, if you plan it right, you could just run in Texas if you know what you're doing, right? So my next load doesn't pick up. It's an appointment. It picks up on the 2nd, right, in Roanoke. That is going to Topeka, Kansas. Okay. The reason why I'll go to Kansas is because Kansas and Missouri run right beside each other. So you can either get a load out of Kansas or you can get a load out of Missouri. Okay. You just have to check the deadhead between the two states, which should be far. So I pick up the load on the 2nd at 11 o'clock and I deliver it anytime. It's a drop and hook. You see that? It's an open appointment, right? So as soon as you can get it there, you can probably drop this load. This is what I look for, 01, 011, that means it's open, okay? So this load is 477 miles. Remember, we drove 39 miles to go pick up this load. This load you can do in a day. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to get that early as well, okay? And I'm looking to drop a load every day, right? Drop a load every day, and I want my revenue to be high, okay? Now, with this, let's see, the first load, we're at 1756.80 plus 556.32 is 2313. So I put 2312, right? 28,000 pounds. And this is going to be going over on 20, okay, which is just flat land, all right? Then you're going to go up to Topeka, Kansas. I'm probably going to be going up 69, which is, I don't like that road, but you know, it is what it is. Going up 69 to Topeka, Kansas, well, I think I could take 35, not sure. So that load is going to pay, what, 1458, okay, 3,006 miles, $3.06 a mile, and it's 39,000 pounds, all right? So when I get to Topeka, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri is really that far. It's about 109 miles, okay? So that's the only thing that they have that's going out that puts me back in the area where I can get something out of, okay? So I'm gonna pick up in Kansas City, Missouri on the 3rd, open appointment. So the trailer should already be ready when I get there. And I have an appointment. Now this is slowing me down a little bit because this load is only 500 miles. I could do that in a day, but I understand it's the 4th of July, which is a holiday. So they're probably not open, or I can drop this early, okay? I may, and this is what I can plan on doing, is take the 4th of July off. And on my way down to 69, there's a Choctaw Casino in Durant. So I can stay there, enjoy the day or whatever, go bowling, to the movies or whatever you want to do for the day, and have this load delivered early on the 5th, okay? So that's 500 miles, $4.15. It is kind of heavy. It's 43,926. So that means that I'm going to be regenerating my truck because that load is heavy. Okay. And so that load pays what, $2,097 averaging. Okay. I get down to back to Texas because we run it up and back, right? So I get back to Texas and to Arlington, Texas. And we have a deadhead of 64 miles from Arlington, Texas to Fort Worth, Texas. I'm gonna run it right on back up to Spring Hill, Kansas on the 5th. That load doesn't pick up until that night. Okay, so that's an appointment that I have to be there for. So I can take the 4th and the 5th or whatever and just take my time, get down there and picking that load up. Now, once I get that load, I can easily, as soon as I get there on the 6th, drop it. Okay. So once it's loaded, run it all night, drop it that morning, right? 488 miles. This load is $11.93 plus $2.94 for the fuel surcharge, $3.05 a mile, 39,000 pounds, and we're looking at about 1487. Okay, if my math is correctly. Okay, so we get up to Spring Hill, Spring Hill, Kansas. And we're going to run over to to Lamar, Missouri. This may be a 100-mile deadhead, but the load is paying $5.93 for 403 miles. You're getting about 23.89 for this load. And it has an appointment to pick up, but I can drop it as soon as I get there, right? So then I am going to pick up a load on the 8th at 5 in the morning. That's an open appointment, so that trailer should be ready, right? So we're going to pick that up, and I'm going to route myself right on back home. So this is what I mean when I tell you, know where you're going for the whole week, and therefore you can route yourself. So I'm leaving out, what's tomorrow? The 30th, which is what is tomorrow's date? The 30th, which is a Thursday. Okay, so a Thursday, and I will be back home no later than the 9th, which is a Saturday. Okay, a little bit over a week. I got a whole day that I gotta sit and wait out there, but I was able to route myself back. So when we're looking at my loads, this is all planned on me, June the 30th to July the 9th. Total gross revenue, if you add it all up, is $12,322. The total miles that I'm running is 3,420 miles, okay, loaded miles. And the you take your total gross revenue, which is $12,322, and you divide that by your total miles, which is an average of $3.60 a mile. Then I also did it where after JB Hunt fee, okay, because JB Hunt takes 20%. So if my gross is $12,322, they're going to take 20%, which is 322 times 20%. It's going to be about $2,400 that they take out. Okay, that's going to leave me a revenue of $9,858 before my fuel. I'm estimating my fuel to be about $2,800, give and take. I'm trying out this new fuel card that I have, which is through EFS, through XPO. I got approved for that, a $5,500 limit on my card that they take out every Friday, not every 2 days. And the discount on that card is an average of 41 cents a gallon. So that's going to be double what the discount was that I was using on the Axle fuel card. Okay, so I no longer will be using that card. I will only be using the EFS card, and I will also be using Mudflap to save fuel. Okay, so my estimated fuel cost is going to be about $2,800. So I hope to bring home an estimate of $7,000 to the truck. Okay, now out of that, that's with the power only. Okay, usually you can do higher, but the fuel is high, and also the race is not as high as they once was. Okay, but I'm still okay. All right. For a week of work. Okay. So after that, I had to pay. There's some things that are coming up. If you're have your own authority, you know, you got some things that's coming up for that we have to renew. That is going to be a fee, which is your IFTA. Okay. If you haven't already filed that for the year, it's going to be $550. Okay, you can file that online very quickly. You just file it online, get your Schedule 1 that received, and pay your $550 for the year, and you're finished with that. Not your IFTA, your HUT. Okay, how are you SAC? All right. Another thing I got to renew is my SAC. And I just have it because if you're doing containers or anything that has to do with the government loads of things like that, you have to have a SAC number, okay? But with me doing power only JB Hunt, we just use their SAC number. You can use theirs, okay? But mine is $97 for that, okay? Also, I had to get a tag renewal because my tag expires the end of June, and the tag renewal went up last year. I think I paid like $1,200 for my tag. This year, my tag is $1,500. Okay, to renew my tag in Georgia. All right. Then I did get a tire last week. I paid $220 for that tire in Cartersville, Georgia. One of my drive tires blew out. So I knew it was going to happen with the weight that I had. My truck is not like heavy loads, especially 44,000, but it was the only load that they had coming home. And I took it and ran with it, right? So tag renewal, let's see, SAC has to be done. Also at the end of June, you gotta do your IFTA as well. So that's where you add up your mileage and the fuel that you paid, and you gotta do that quarterly. Also my KYU, do not be late on your KYU because they $500, okay? So you gotta make sure that you keep up with that. What else? The insurance, at least my insurance is down. My insurance was like $1,700 a month. Now it's like $1,300 a month. Okay, for my insurance. And I have I think it's Berkshire is my insurance company, BHC. Okay, see if you can get a quote from them because they are good. Berkshire Hathaway, I think Warren Buffett owns that company. That's a Warren Buffett company. But this are some of the things that you have to keep up with your authority. Okay, I haven't went into yet. I'm just because I it's kind of hard to get me off of power only for JB Hunt. Okay. But because with the rates being down so low right now, yeah. Let's see. Let's check out the rates on the load board. I can also show you. Let me see what else I can show you. I can show you the reason why I don't run Amazon Prime. I am approved with them with Amazon, but the way I look at their loads coming from Georgia is not that high. Okay. But it may be in other areas. That's why a lot of people run them, because depending on what area you're in, will be how much the loads are. Okay. So right now, let me move this over so you can see it. And if you haven't done so and you're interested in learning, the load boards, I also teach how to start as a freight agent. I also give out a lot of information. I try to give out stuff daily in the mentorship training group. I put where you find your shippers at. I put a lot of shippers there. Anything that I have a subscription to, I share it with the group so they can go in there and look and see, especially with your compliance and things like that. I have a membership with JJ Keller. So if anybody needs to look up stuff, they'll be able to do that with my login. So right here is the load board for Amazon. Okay. You have to renew with them every year with your insurance, but they're coming up a little bit, but they was really sad. They got a lot of box truck freight. Okay. 26. That's why I say box trucks will do very well at Amazon. Let me see. More filters. Let me see. I want 53-foot trailer. and I want the trailer to be provided. Okay, that means that it's power only, and they don't have anything within 50 miles of where I live. So let's do 100 miles. See if they have anything. They got a lot of 26-foot box truck work. Okay, that they have, and plus, you do get access to their, sometimes they have early access loads or whatever, depending on, wait a minute, hold on, this is not looking right. Because I got Destination Williamson. Let me take that out. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me pause this recording. Let me answer this phone really quick. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so let's go to my location, and I'm gonna leave the destination clear, and trailer status is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, equipment. Why won't let me click on here? 53-foot trailer. I don't want no container. Click off of that. And provided. And low top. Oh, I don't care about that. All right. So it looks like, yeah, the race is still down for trailer provided. They got those going to Houston for like 13. I know this is California for 3,000. I know they want you to go to California. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. Round trip. I don't care about the round trip. Block. One way. But yeah, it's all $1 and something cents amount. Okay, that is Amazon, so that's why I don't run it, because it's not good in my area. Maybe like in Chicago or something. No, they got some. Oh, that's a short run, but no, it's still, even in Chicago, it's like $1 something a mile, $2. So I don't know. But they do have a lot of box truck freight, you know. If you have a box truck required. Yeah, so they got a lot of box truck freight. And it looks like they box trucks is paying good. Okay. The box trucks is like $3 a mile. So I guess you can really keep busy, especially if it's only like 100 and something miles. You can really keep busy doing box truck, right? 26-foot. They is rocking and rolling with the box trucks. Okay. So that is a good place where you could get your loads from. Another power only, like I told you, USA Truck, Convoy is one. If you haven't downloaded Truck Smarter, they have power only freight on there in the group. I have a code that you can use to get in Truck Smarter. And let's see. But yeah, so this is my route. Let me see if I can move it over. This is my route that I'm going next week. So I'm leaving out of Georgia, and I'm headed to Texas. I'm going up here to this area. I'm gonna play in that area for a minute, come on back down and run it right on back over to Georgia. So that's my little circle or my little area that I'm doing. A couple of states over here and then coming back for the week. Okay, I did that last week as well. Let me see if I have my numbers from last week that I can show you guys, because I almost made my my rate. I mean my goal last week. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I have it. Open 629. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I have it. I thought I saved it from last week. My numbers. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna stop the recording for a minute and then pick up. Let me also see if I can find it really quickly for you guys. Okay, guys, this is my prior week of what I did last week before when I went out. Okay, I went out and I did the same circle, kind of. I did stretch out and go to Illinois, but this was what I did. My goal was to do increase this. Okay, my goal was to do 16,000 in a week. Okay, my gross. Okay, and I'm not quite getting it. I almost got it. You know, I just needed one additional load, but I didn't quite make it. But this was my route planning for last week when I went out. So I took a load from McDonough to Lancaster, which was 814 miles. It only weighed 2,000 pounds, and no, 8,556 pounds. And I didn't get too good on that. That was like 1675. Then I went from Lancaster to Springfield, Missouri, 9,000 in the weight. And I got $1,117, $2.57. Then I went from Lamar down to Lancaster, which, made up for some of the difference, which was 1911, and that was 403 miles. I went from Fort Worth, which was right there by Lancaster, over to Tennessee, made 1701. From Fayetteville. And the thing that saved me too, guys, is like when you see the McDonough to Lancaster, Lancaster to Springfield, that was at the same location. So I didn't have to deadhead anywhere. By the time I got there to drop that load, I was able to pick up the next load that was already preloaded and went to Springfield. Okay, just like down here when I got down to where is that? Fort Worth to Fayetteville. As soon as I got to Fayetteville, I had another load in Fayetteville picking up going to Illinois. Okay, so I cut my deadhead out because I picked up right where I dropped the load. Okay, so I did 7 loads last week in 6. I think I did those in 6 days. I dropped 2 loads in 1 day. One of these short miles or whatever. It was crazy. Okay, and I started that on a Saturday, I think. Because I wanted to get a couple loads in before Monday date. And the total amount of miles that I ran was 3828. And the total gross was 13,000. $854. Paid $2,300 to JB Hunt for a gross of $11,545. Okay. So my fuel was about $3,600. It was quite high. And the total after fuel came to 7,945.35. So I made more money last week than I am this week, which I'm coming up. But I came home and I took off. Let's see, Saturday, Sunday. I was back home by Friday, and I take Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Take 5 days off. And then I go back out on Thursday. Okay, so this is what I'm about averaging from after my fuel and their 20%, about anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000 to the truck. Okay, so that was last week. And what else I want to show you? Oh, someone asked me about where they can buy a truck and lease it on and not be under somebody's control. Like, you know, if you lease a truck from Western Flyer, you got to keep it with Western Flyer. If you lease it with this company, you got to keep it with that company. So these are trucks that you can lease, trucking companies that you can lease from, and take that truck anywhere. Okay, so I wrote a little list and posted it in the private group, the Miss Diva Trucker Mentorship Training Group. And one of them is LRM Leasing. Got the number, the link to it, no credit check. Also posted a video in there about LRM. You do have to do your homework on them. I don't know what kind of trucks and things that they have, but it is what it is. Lone Mountain, sometimes they don't have trucks. They haven't had trucks lately, but they do have some in there. Okay, Lone Mountain Truck Leasing, they want you to at least have about $20,000 down, but you can take it anywhere. Okay, SFI Trucking Financing, I got the link there. You can apply to get a truck there. I don't know what their requirements are, but you can check them out. Wasatch, always been, everybody knows about Wasatch Leasing up in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, you can put in an application to see about leasing a truck there. Okay, you can take it anywhere. Arrow Truck, okay, not too much. I don't know, maybe they got better, but I know they wasn't all that great in the past. But you can get a truck from there and take it anywhere you want to. Tail Leasing has a list of companies that they want you to take that truck to. JB Hunt used to be on that list, but JB Hunt no longer offers lease purchase. Okay, you got to either come in with your truck to be an owner operator, but they don't have a lease program, not that I know of. Okay, and their phone number there. Bulldog Truck Sales. You can look them up. They're out of Cumming, Georgia, and they also have trucks there. Select Trucks out of Georgia. You can give them a call. They also work with you as far as getting a truck. And but you are going to have to pay a down payment with them. I think it's anywhere with like 15,000 maybe, but usually 15,000 could get you a truck without many issues with credit. Okay. MHC Truck Leasing at East Point, Georgia. Give them a call. Idea Lease. Okay, they also lease box trucks as well. And I think they lease box trucks as well, but they also do leasing. You could give them a call there out of Morrow, Georgia, and see what their requirements are. Penske Truck Leasing, they do as well. They're out of Jonesboro, Georgia. So you could give them a call. And I think Hogan Truck Leasing, they do some leasing, I think, with maybe the box trucks or something like that. But this is my list that I put together to help people out as far as finding a truck that they can basically take anywhere. And I post that in the group. Okay. So if you decide that you want to sign up with the mentorship, you know where to go. After you hit the join button on my YouTube page, After you hit that, you're going to either pick a $14.99 package, which is just recorded stuff, right? And you can ask me any question in a group and I will text it back to you, your answer. Or you could pay the $29.95, $29.99. And whenever you need one-on-one mentorship or questions or whatever, you send me your phone number, I give you a call and we have a talk. We go over things that you are trying to do, whether it's freight dispatching, whether it's freight brokering, whether it's freight agent, okay? So once you join, you go right here to my Miss Diva Trucker Trucking Mentorship group, okay? And you will see that it's already, okay, we have 23 members in the group already that joined. And these are things that I put in the group, such as sales, part one, what you need to do, dedicated lanes, shippers, broker carrier packets, different equipment type, transportation terminology, cold calling your shippers, handouts, national shippers list, those things that I put out. I also do, when people have questions, it automatically comes to me so that I can answer. And also, let me see, hold on, let me see. Okay. And every day I have something where you're going to go get your cold calling for dispatchers, where to go and find your carriers at. My recorded videos are in here. Part 3, start receiving videos about being a freight agent with Landstar if you're interested. Also, let's see. What is this? Truck Smarter. I put my code in there for you to. Also, I offer anybody in the group, if you're going to make additional income, they could refer a driver to me that needs a CDL or a CDL position. And once that driver gets hired, they will receive anywhere from $300 to $1,000 just for referring a driver to me, okay? They just send them the link to my application. They fill it out, and once they do, I put in an application. Okay, I tell you about the 2290. I also tell you about how to prospect shippers, developing customer opportunities, just a lot of things in a group that I post. Okay, so I do this every day. Different places where you can get a truck repaired, leasing options, everything. Okay, so I'm always putting something in the group. And also, if you have something that I haven't went over, then you can ask me how to file your BOC3, fuel cards, okay, and where I post my shippers and how to call them, how to get set up. And also, if people want to start being an agent, you have to look at all the videos that I post, and you got to make your calls and things like that. And once you're able to obtain a shipper that is willing to send you a load list, I will get you set up under the agency, okay? And the commission is yours. I don't make any money off of you, but you do have to bring a customer to the table, okay? With a load list that you can post loads every day. You have an option to do that. And pay is every Friday. So the agents invoice me the loads that they move. I pay them on Friday. I get my money on the back end because I have to wait till you turn the BOL in and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't mean you don't get paid. You get paid on Friday. Whatever loads you move, you get paid on Friday, okay? Another thing is, and you can't be on the phones unless you bring in a shipper to the table, okay? The only way you're able to be on the phone lines is that you have an active shipper, that you are posting loads every day, then you can access the phone and you can move anybody loads, okay? But you have to bring a shipper to the table. And all the factoring, everything, the credit checks and all that is all in the system. So you don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is worry about calling your customers, posting your loads, and moving your freight. Okay. Other than that, that's about it. I'm about ready to get all packed up and out of here. If you need me, give me a call. For the people that's in the mentorship group, okay, I have, you just let me know that you're in the mentorship group and I will return your call. All right. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. And where can you sign up? YouTube. Okay. Go to YouTube. Go to, I got all these messages. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Go to Miss Diva Trucker, and you should see a join page. All right. So other than that, guys, I am done for today. And if you have any comments, leave them down below. And I will holler at you guys later. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. You all have a wonderful and blessed day.